A tray full of love for Tan and Dom. This is from past board members, present board members, the next group of board members. It's from all our strategic consultants. It's a 25-year-old bottle of Irish whiskey and 2 hand-blown tumblers, and the silver tray that it's sitting on is from Patrick Oman and Yvonne, and it's an antique. So this is to mark 25 years of love for the EuRA family, and yeah, sláinte.
I did not think it was a Zara gift. Well, that's yes. I didn't hug. Well, I can't really. Right, I'm completely stuffed. I can't do anything. I know you'll take that. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Oh, can I do that?
Yes. And a kiss.
Okay. So for the next 25 years, the only thing that's acceptable in EuRA is a hug. Apparently, handshakes are disgusting. Well, there we go. Now, of course, Ken, you were fantastic. Thank you very much, wherever you're hiding now. I now have to speed up the next beat. Okay, so as you know, we've been raising money for Alistair down here's charity. And I'm going to run through the items that have been purchased that can be taken away rather than the things we can actually send people. The handbag, which was donated by the Relo Network Asia, was won by Elizabeth Sommer. The table runner, again, Relo Network Asia, was won by Aneski from Pro Relo. The Japanese doll, again, Relo Network Asia, Pierre Geronimo. Chopsticks 1, Relo Network Asia, Remco Rayberg. Chopsticks 2, Maria Kouris. The sarongs, Isabel Cudell. The bottle of liquor from European Relocation Services was won by Philippe from Inlease. I'm not going to go through the items that were won through service departments in the interests of speed. We will inform them separately. The drawing by Intrepid New York, donated by Intrepid Relocation, was won by Felicia Tourette from Oasis. And the whiskey donated by European Relocation Services, Sean Kazos from Premier Destination Services. Actually, Sean Kazos won quite a few things. The other things, the CHPA conference was won by Johanna Engstromer from Nimmersion. The CERC conference was won by Shana Ehrlich from Intrepid New Yorker, who in fact drew the drawing. And WRC was Sean Kalassos. The necklace was won by Charlie McCrow from Executive Room Space. The tequila, which in terms of its value and in terms of its purchase value, was 3 times as much as it was worth, was Raja from P.T. Kelly's. And the wood carving from IMA was Michelle Bramstoft. We will inform the people who won the service departments afterwards. So I'm now moving on to talk about one thing. If you don't want the bag, the conference bag that we gave you at the beginning of the conference, please don't throw it in the bin. Please take it down and hand it to the concierge desk, because I know somebody who would love as many of those bags as possible. Yes, well, that was a request. Alice, we have raised at least €12,000. Okay, tonight, the party night. No badge, no entry. So please remember to wear your badge, otherwise it will be very difficult for you to enter. If you don't want to come, for whatever reason, there are a few people who've indicated they do want to come, and we'll just resell your ticket to that person and give the money to charity. Oh, yes. On the back of your badge, you must have a yes at the top for the dazzling Dublin dinner and dance. The other thing is we only have 2 buses. I mean, I did advocate for no buses at all because I really hate buses. I have an aversion to buses because it's only 10 minutes walk. And quite honestly, after sitting in a conference or sitting in the bar for the whole day, a 10-minute walk will do you a lot of good. However, if you do want to come on the bus for whatever reason, the 2 buses will be leaving here on rotation from roughly 6:45 to 7 o'clock. But please queue in an orderly fashion. I will be there to make sure. And so will Brian. No, Bryony will be there to check you in at the other end. I also need to go on to we did a quiz for the EGQS, and the top 5, or the first 5 winners will get EGQS quality standard documentation, but 1 winner will be given 6 hours of one-on-one time with Martina Charvet. And could I tell you what, Alice, would you mind drawing one? Miranda from PIR Group. The next thing I have to do before inviting Alistair and Isabel onto the stage is to thank the hotel. What? Oh. I was going to thank more than just the hotel. I'm going to start by thanking James, the executive chef, who produced so many fantastic meals, and I think this is possibly one of the few conferences I've ever been to where the hot food was actually hot, and at times too hot. I want to thank Madeleine, the GM of the hotel. She's done everything from serve Prosecco to act as the coat lady. She's been everywhere. And she's over here, is she? Ah, stand up. I want to thank Philip. I bought him, though. It was really easy. Kept ringing up and saying, I need to give you some money. But I genuinely, Philip, thank you very much indeed. It's been a pleasure working with you. And you've done a fantastic job. And we've had the most fantastic time here. There's also Richie. There's also Carl, Uncle Tom Cobley and all the people who work here. And thank you so much. It's been fantastic. Okay, Alistair, Isabel.
Gee, that was an inspiring. Thank you, Ken. Are you back?
Okay, I'd really quickly like to thank the sponsors, without whom our social events wouldn't be anywhere near as much fun. So, in no particular order, I'd like to thank Court, the principal sponsor. Dwellworks, who sponsored the gala dinner. Nordic and Wykert, that sponsored the party night. And IOR, that sponsored the welcome reception. Thank you all very much.
We would also like to thank our exhibitors, Court, Echo Software, IRMS, and Furnished Quarters.
And I'd very quickly like to thank the hotel staff. I think they've been excellent. I think they've been amiable, attentive, accommodating. And they also set up this room last night for the gala dinner whilst the band were practicing. So they were carrying glasses and cutlery when we were making an absolute racket. So thank you very much.
As always, thanking the EuRA staff, Bryony, Marie, Missing Link, all you guys, and the lovely girls who have been helping out with raising so much money for charity and making you buy all those umbrellas and helping you out with other queries. That will be Lisa, Clarissa, Eliana, Mia, and Madalena. Thank you, girls. And I think that's it. Thank you.
We always do this, and you always see through it. Yeah, where are we going next year? Shall we find out? Before you all run away, we did the Rare Next competition. And there were many, many suggestions, including one which made me laugh, which was Gibraltar, which was the only error in that fantastic comic book prepared by Josephine Eve. So we weren't going to Gibraltar. There was Malaga, there was Barcelona, there was Cyprus, lots of places in Greece, lots of places in Italy, Bordeaux in France, Nice, all sorts of places. Monaco, far too expensive. Toulouse, Corsica, oh no, that wasn't Michelle. Crete, and even Rome. Oh, and Lisbon, but no, Algarve. But I believe you know who actually got it right.
And with specifics, because she did write Algarve, southern Portugal, in case you were wondering. And that's our own Anita Meyer. Are you there, Anita? see anything.
No, I can't see anybody. Right, we've reached the end. I would say one last thing. EuRA used to spend a lot of money making films. We now have an in-house filmmaker, Dominic. Sorry? Upskilling during COVID. So not only was he doing briefing, but he was practicing his filmmaking skills. Oh, and thank you to Nathan, who did a little bit of sharpening. But thank you very much. Buses will go, as I say, from 6:45 to 7:ish. If you don't want your bag, please bring it down then and give it to us. And if it shows any sign of rain, we might even have some umbrellas available. And don't forget, they're a bargain. €10 for one, 30 for two. Thank you.